A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking to real estate, brother, I need the asking price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.
Peace, peace, peace. What is going on, people? Peace be unto you. Welcome. This is Mike, pre-recorded. I'm starting to get used to it. I'm really starting to enjoy these pre-recordings. If you don't like it, but first and foremost, I want to say I appreciate you guys for checking in with me each and every Monday, what it takes. I will be going through some of the things I'm going through personally and in business, etc. 9 o'clock each and every Monday. Check me out. If you post things or you engage, I definitely answer you. If not, you can always give me a call. Like I said before, I need to get my phone number out a little bit better. Guys, real quick for housekeeping. Remember to like, subscribe, share, depending on what platform you're on. It helps. It helps the algorithm. It helps people who may need this information. We'll start talking a little bit about real estate news. We'll talk a little bit about, you guys know September for me is Clarity Month. It's getting really clear, doing some personal development stuff as well. So all these things are great. Guys, remember Wednesday at 12:30, it starts with me, Joel, Tenacity Foundation, doing a bang-up job. The brother is moving, so go check him out. Go tap in. Excellent place to get information, and those interviews are awesome. Go check them out each and every Wednesdays at 12:30. You got It Starts With Me. And, of course, on Fridays, we do Community Beacon, which I absolutely love. It's the unofficial mastermind of my business, my personal life, etc. We get together, we let you all know exactly what we're doing, some principles we live by, also things in regards to real estate and business. So and personal work, guys. You know, Joel is a coach, a life coach, and probably one of the better people at that. And as he gets better and you start to understand exactly who that guy is, I'm telling you, you'll notice that you had a gym this entire time. So guys, don't forget to go check that out. And without further ado, or they said which is much ado about nothing, we're going to get into some real estate news. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Let me make sure. Okay, perfect. It happened. It was creeping and it was crawling, and it finally made it above 6%. And not only above 6%, but it went up to 6.29%. That's the interest rate, guys. We're going to be some interesting things are going to happen in real estate in the next couple of months. It's not that 6.29% is bad. It's more so of what it looks like. Right? It's what it looks like. You still can get and I still would advise people to, if they can and you can afford a property, go check some of these properties out, because even with the 6.29% interest rate, which is which is way above last year and the years prior to that, it's still a decent rate. Okay. So it's the average rate. All right. So let's read some of this, and as we read, you'll get my legendary commentary. Okay, so Washington, AP, Associated Press states, average long-term U.S. mortgage rates jumped by more than a quarter point this week to their highest level since 2007, as the Federal Reserve intensified its effort to tamp down decades-high inflation and cool the economy. Inflation is crazy. Did I mention the hurricane is supposed to be here, coming at some point in time, hitting I don't know. I know it's somewhere in the Caribbean, but I know people are already started buying a lot of things. But there's a recession. How does that happen? I don't know. Mortgage buyer Freddie Mac reported Thursday that the 30-year rate climbed to 6.29%, up from 6.02% the prior week. That's the highest it's been since August of 2007, a year before the crash. So what are we supposed to be looking for? We got about a year. Is that what you're saying? Rapidly rising mortgage rates threaten to sideline even more home buyers. Absolutely. You definitely can afford to buy a lot less at this point in time. After more than doubling in 2022, last year prospective home buyers were looking at rates well below 3%. Those were some great rates. I mean, you should have borrowed, a lot of people should have borrowed or so really borrowed at that time and bought. Can you imagine buying that in 2020? That was a great time. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve bumped its benchmark borrowing rate by another 3/4 of a point in an effort to constrain the economy. We already read that. Perhaps nowhere else is the effect of the Fed's action more apparent than the housing sector. I didn't know what's happening in the car sector. I mean, I know if you're not buying a house, you definitely shouldn't be buying a car, right? This is the national median home price. Shouts out to all our car salesmen out there. 7.7% in August from a year earlier to 389.5. So it actually went up 7.7%. The median. I'm telling you, when I got in the business, it was 270. Not in the business, but when I got my license, it was around 271. That's when you could have bought a 3-4 bedroom home in a gated community, nice gated communities, 2-story homes, newer houses. It's incredible, the change. As the housing market has cooled, home prices have been rising at a more moderate pace, exactly as they should be, surging annually by around 20% earlier this year. Before the pandemic, the median home price was rising about 5% a year. So 20% is starting to stabilize at 5%. That's what we mean by stabilization. So you guys who are looking to still sell your home, you're still up 20%. You're actually up 40%. It went up 40% in the last 2 years, and now it'll go back to 5%, which is normal. 5 to 7. In the 4 weeks ended September 11th, home listings fell 19% from earlier the year, the largest drop since May 2020. Many potential home buyers are opting out of the market and doing what with your money? And doing what? You still got to live. On the other hand, all right, I apologize, guys. You still have to live. So you're still paying somebody. You're paying somebody's mortgage. Many homeowners are looking sellers. They are likely locked into a much lower rate. That's absolutely correct. However, if you need to move, you need to move. And now we're going to start, what we're going to start seeing in the marketplace are more motivated sellers. And what I mean motivated is that they're motivated by more than just the money. You're going to start to see people who have to move like it was before, regardless of what it is. And they're still going to get a pretty penny. And then you have to figure it out on the back end, buying a property. So it's even more important to have a full-time professional real estate person that understands these different numbers and exactly what's going on so that you can potentially make a lot of money and figure out what's the next best steps and how to get there. All right, so the Fed's moved Wednesday, boosted its benchmark short-term rate. Blah, blah, blah. I really wanted you all to see this part. There it is. Mortgage rates don't necessarily mirror the Fed rate increases, but they tend to track the 10-year Treasury notes. So they don't necessarily mirror the Fed's rate increases. There was a point in time when the Feds increased the rate and the actual interest rate of the mortgage went down. So pay attention to that. Now you're kind of understanding now you're understanding the actual correlation. Recently, faster inflation and strong U.S. economic growth have sent the 10-year Treasury rate up sharply, to 3.65. And I don't even want to show you guys this because people get upset, right? Because if you didn't move and you wanted to move or you wanted to buy something and you were waiting for something, unfortunately, that's no longer the case. So there'll always come a time. And if you really want to buy it, listen, give me a call. We'll figure this out because everyone, it's custom for everyone. So if you're looking to buy or looking to sell, well, let's work out. We need to figure out a strategic plan that's going to get you to your ultimate goals. And let's face it, it's not always about the money, right? If it was about the money, everybody would have sold 4, 5, 6 months ago. A lot more people would have sold. Let me say that, and that wasn't necessarily the case. There's other things that are involved in regards to the sale of the home that's far above money, and even more so, that's far above the price, what you price the property at, right? Or what you see the prices of the property are, because there is a difference. So, guys, I just wanted to share with you that. And then we will get into the ending of Clarity Month. This will be the last, I believe it's the last Monday, right? Yep, this is the last Monday of September. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. I wanted to start this off with that, what I started it off with. We'll end it with the one of the quotes that I started off with. Clarity affords focus. Focus and discipline will give you progress. It'll give you progress. It'll give you growth. Okay, so clarity affords focus and discipline, meaning that you stick to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It'll give you growth. It'll give you progression. All right. So what are some of the last final thoughts of, especially entering into the fourth quarter? What should we be doing? Well, I'll tell you what you definitely shouldn't be doing is stopping. A lot of these holidays and all this stuff is not necessarily for you as a business person. Okay, this is not for you. This is not your time to slow down. This is not your time to start eating crazy. This is not your time. Pick your picks and spots. We spoke about it on Community Beacon. What we said was you need to schedule your days. So I'm not saying don't take off any days whatsoever, like you're going to be slave. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you need to get a little bit more. This is the focus part of it, and you need to get a little bit more organized. Schedule your days. How much days are you taking off for Thanksgiving? Like, know that. I'm not doing anything Thursday and Friday. I'm not doing anything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Figure that out. Whatever days it is. There's no right or wrong thing. There's just an appropriate thing. And what the appropriate thing is not to stop. So if you schedule it, you know that, boom, I'm back on Monday and I'm working as hard as ever. I'm not taking this entire these months off, because that's what ends up happening. People get off on Wednesday of Thanksgiving, the Wednesday prior to that Thursday, and then you don't see them until January 7th. Okay, so that's what we don't want to happen for those of you who are starting businesses, for those of you who haven't necessarily reached your goals, because you could reach your goals in December. More business, more money is spent, more business happens during these last couple of months for those who are serious about their business than any other months. So if you haven't hit your goals, there's still time, because you can actually ramp up and get more customers, more people are spending. People are making decisions. People are more serious at this time, especially in real estate. You're not going to see a more serious buyer than the one that's shopping during Christmas, right? That's shopping during Thanksgiving. Like, these people are serious because everybody else is taking vacations. All right. So what we do is we're going to double up on our marketing. You're going to double up on your marketing during this time. You want brand awareness. You want people to know who you are. You want people to know what your product is, your service, whatever it is. You're doubling up on your marketing. So your marketing plan going to the fourth quarter, you're doubling up on you're going to spend more money in regards to marketing this time than any other time, or you're going to be doing more marketing activities. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. However you market, right? You can do the guerrilla. There was a book called Guerrilla something, but they essentially, it told you cheaper ways of getting things done. So you're going to be doubling up on that. You're going to be doubling up on your reach out, which means you'll be getting more referrals. People definitely want to hear. If you haven't spoken to anybody for the entire year, this is a great time to reach out to them. If not for anything else, then to say happy holidays. And you can always say, hey, is there anyone that you may know that may need what it is that I have? I'm telling you, this is some, I wouldn't even call it top tier stuff. Yeah, because top tier agents are doing this. The top tier business people are doing this. reach outs. I didn't hear from Michael this entire day. You'll hear from me sometime around this time, if not just to say hello. And guess what happens now? Now you have a reason to reach out, or maybe you don't. I mean, all right, don't ask for anything. That's fine. I'm not, some coaches would disagree. Some people would tell you that every time you speak to someone, you should ask for a referral. And I don't necessarily subscribe to it, so I need to check my mindset. However, this is a great time to talk, have a conversation, remind people it is what they do. How are they doing? You should, and I guess at the end of the day, we should all be genuinely concerned with people. Call family members. Everyone needs to be called. So you're going to be doubling down on your reach out. Get that list together. Start in October. Put that list together in October. Start ready to bang that thing out in November and December. Reaching out. This is just, what I loved. And when I first got into real estate, when I first got my license and actually started working with people to buy and sell, real estate allowed me to be a better person. Because I genuinely enjoy I think we all genuinely enjoy people. I genuinely enjoy my clients. So this gives me a reason to reach out if I never had one. Because I didn't necessarily grow up reaching out to people. Now it's I think it helps me become a better person. And if you're in business, it's going to do the same thing. It genuinely allows you to be a better person. So you're going to double down on your reaching out. Last but not least, double down on your skills. Double down on your skills. Carve out some time. I would even join your vacation days. Carve out some time for you to double down on your skills, whatever they may be, to figure out different ways to better your product. Like this, because I think during this time tends to be, it's a time of creativeness. People, I'm in a better mood. You hear the Christmas songs, etc. Some people aren't checking on people, but that goes with the reaching out referrals. But I think it's a great time to double down on your skills. What are you lacking in? What can you do better in? What activities do you need to do better in? Double down on your skills. How do you get better with your skills? You get the right knowledge and you apply it. So get the right knowledge and you apply it. People, that's it, man. September is over. September is over. I want you guys to go back and check out a lot of these different episodes. There's one that we spoke about in regards to metrics. I think that was 2 weeks, the week before last. It's an excellent time to brush up on these different things. I guarantee this will help you. And at the same time, guys, if you know anyone who's looking to buy, sell, get more, invest in real estate, please have them reach me. I'm going to change it now. How about that? How about I change it? Where can I put this? Can I put it up here? Live. Can you see it? Yeah. 561-412-5433. Guess I can pull that out just a little bit. Just a taste. We're building as we fly. Guys, if you know anyone who's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, send them my way. I will definitely take care of them. And other than that, I appreciate you all. Go in peace. Peace.
A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need to ask in price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire.